Hello, I'm Pastor Melissa, and welcome to a daily devotion. This week we are spending time deepening a dive into a sermon series inspired by Henry Nouwen's book, Life of the Beloved. Today we will rejoice in the goodness of God to give us the good gifts we need to live a life full and rich and blessed in community with all of God's most precious, beloved, chosen people. Henry Nouwen says this: when we claim and constantly reclaim the truth of being the chosen ones, we soon discover within ourselves a deep desire to reveal to others their own chosenness. Instead of making us feel better than, or more precious, or more valuable than others, our awareness of being chosen opens our eyes to the chosenness of others. That is the great joy of being chosen, to discover that others are chosen as well. Yes, my friends, the deeper we lean into the truth that we are precious and holy in God's sight, the more loving and generous we become with the love that spills out of us. Look around this beautiful garden. Do you see the symbiotic relationship? There, that's better. The symbiotic relationship of everything that lives here and the pervasive power of new life to spring up. This lilac bush is not diminished because it only blooms for a few weeks in the spring. It is glorious all year for the way that it serves the garden. These plants that spring up between the bricks that we perceive to be weeds generate seed for birds and shelter for nesting insects. There is a beautiful cooperation here because all of life lived in this space knows its purpose: to live as it was created to live. My friends, that is the purpose. That is our purpose as well, to live as we were created to live. We get distracted by so many wayward and errant noises, messages, images, everything that comes along to demand our short attention spans. And we meet our expectations for quick gratification. But here is the promise from God in 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verses 17 to 20. So if anyone is in Christ, there is a new creation. Everything old has passed away. Look, new things come into being. All this is from God, who reconciled us to God's self through Christ and has given us the ministry of reconciliation. That is, that in Christ, God was reconciling the world to God's self, not counting our trespasses against us, and entrusting the message of reconciliation to us. So we are ambassadors of Christ. Since God is making his appeal through us, we entreat you on behalf of Christ, be reconciled to God. So turn again today, my friends, to see that you are a precious and beloved child of God, made as beautifully as this dogwood tree, to serve God in your unique and individual way. when we live in that authentic integrity of truth, that God sees you as the most precious, mysteriously delightful result will be that you will be given great capacity to see how precious everyone else is too. How could we not live in peace and reconciliation if we are waylaid by how precious everyone else is too?